Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Art Nouveau Tarot by Matt Myers, Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. Gretchen's last name is there. I want to say it's Reich Baskin. I always mess up that first one. I always mess it up. But that's why I usually just put it up here so you can see the spelling. If you want to find these creators or anything else they've done, you can use that information to find them and get more of their stuff. So there you go with that. All right. Aries. I like it when it has an upswing. You definitely have an upswing. Stop. Okay. All right, for Aries, if you're dealing with something that you're kind of fed up with, this may be the reading for you because I feel like something is about to change. And it's kind of like, I got to reset this situation. I got to reconstruct this. It's something you haven't been happy with for a while, though. I'm getting impatience with the complacency. Something's just not, you're not happy with it. It's not working right. This could be work for you, for a lot of you. It's a general read. Take it as it fits for you. But I'm getting kind of like, this should be going better. It's almost like waiting on that promotion that never happens. You've done all the work. You've done all the things they've asked of you. You're like, here, I've hit all the check marks. What do you need from me? Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. Well, for how long? For other people, I feel like it's a friendship that, you do all the work and you're just not seeing it reciprocate the way you expect it to. You're like, you're always available and they're not. Stuff like that. Now, when I'm feeling this, you also got the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. The situation, which is why I feel like it could be a work situation, it's a good situation. It works out. There's a lot to gain here, a lot you can depend on, a lot of stability. But it doesn't seem to be repaying you or coming around or like showing you the value as much as you'd like it to or as timely as you'd like it to. Like, I get everything I need done and then I sit here and wait. And I just wait. And I wait. But it is dependable for something. Like, sooner or later it'll happen. It's just really slow coming back around your way. Now, on the other side is perception, gossip, and the Three of Cups. There's a lot of like people doing what they want, a lot of busybody energy here, a lot of like things not going the way they should, in the sense of like, I feel like there's a lot of chatter. And there's a lot of like, well, before the Aries gets what they need, I feel like I should get what I need because I've been waiting the longest, or, oh, I did this and without me that wouldn't have happened. And there's a lot of like chit chat, a lot of political ridiculousness. Even if this is a friendship thing, I feel like other people are just pulling in weird energy, like I deserve before Aries deserves. I'm getting that weird energy here, which I don't think is really right. It just feels like, it just feels weird. It's not going to cheat you out of getting what you deserve. It's just slowing things up. It's not taking anything away. It's just slowing it down. And that's, I feel like, a lot of what's going on. Because there's the impasse energy is like, whoever needs to do for you, especially if it's a friendship thing, it's kind of like you're waiting for them to help you or you're going to do something with them, something like that. And somebody else says, whoa, wait. Before you go off and do that, I need this and you need to do this first. I'm getting that energy. That sounds really rude, but that's what I'm getting. Even if it's business, I feel like somebody else is saying, oh, how come this and how come that? And this and that, and it's basically squeaky wheel gets the grease on that one, I guess. Same type of thing. Like, before you get yours, they're like, oh no, I deserve. It's weird. There's a lot of energy with that, though. It's kind of like, I don't know what that energy is. For the most part, I don't really feel like it's a positive energy, just to be fair. I almost feel like it's somebody else becoming a pain in somebody else's butt, and they're just like, oh, I have to deal with you to get rid of you. And then I'll get rid of you because the Aries I know is, the Aries knows I will take care of that. The Aries seems more rational when I explain things to them. So they're getting rid of the irrational energy before they go towards yours, but it's kind of like, it's still not fair, but you know. Okay, so what you're waiting for does finally come forward. Completion with the Page of Staves. Now, in the Page of Staves, that's fire, that's rods, stuff like that, fire. Things start to move forward. Completion of the waiting is what I'm getting, and things finally moving forward. But this is also kind of like in the spring when you do starter plants, when you're starting to do, like, you're going to plant corn, or not even corn, like tomatoes or squash or something like that, and you go to the nursery and you get like a starter plant. You got to put it in the ground, you got to decide where you want it to, then you got to take care of it. It already has a good start, it's going to have probably a really good outcome, but you still got to wait a couple months before it starts giving you fruit, you know, at least a couple months. And I feel like that's where you are. You're like, well, I finally got what I wanted to, now I got to get into the situation, now I got to start building it. And you're starting the growth process. You have something to do now. You have something that you are getting a hold of. You got it in the ground, and now you get to tend to it. Now you have control of the growth. It's going to take some time to get it where you want it to be, but you have more control about what's happening. It's moving forward. It's like finally getting on the road. Like, all right, I got the car. Now that I got the car, I can start driving over to that town or that city I want to go. But there's a lot I got to do when I get there. So here I go on my errands. The other energy that you're dealing with, whoever finally moved forward, is very happy that they were finally able to give you what you needed, what you wanted, what you deserved. Everybody seems happy right here at this point. Now, as this keeps going forward, that same energy that kept stepping in front of, and they wanted theirs, and they wanted theirs, and before you go give that Aries anything, you better do for me first. I need mine first. It's really just obnoxious energy. It is obnoxious energy. That shows up in the environment with the trickery. Trickery, trickster, somebody trying to play a game here, somebody trying to manipulate the situation. But when this is happening, like, you're moving forward, you're on your own path, but now they're trying to step in the way, right? They're trying to cause problems. I'm getting the enlightenment on your side, like, you see it for what it is, and you work right around it. It's kind of like somebody throwing, like if you're riding a bike and somebody throws something in your path, you just kind of go around it. Or you see them down there getting ready to cause a problem, you're like, well, but I won't even go down that path. I'll just take this other path right around it. I don't need to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I'm having a good day, and there's no reason for me to even go over there. I don't want to. I'm going to keep having a good day, and, you know, they can go pound salt all day long. I don't really care what they do. You just work around it. You get right around it. The enlightenment is like, I'm not going to ruin my day or cause any problems for myself. I don't want to deal with that. Not going to deal with that. Don't need to deal with that. But you see it. And part of this is you probably knew it was there anyway. And you're just like, you know what? Sidestepping it. Don't have any time for it. Don't care about it. Really don't care about it. You get the Chariot with the prayer here. Your energy keeps going forward. You keep advancing. You keep going towards what you want. It's not seeming to bother you. Maybe sometimes it would, but in this case, you're just like, nope, having a good time, no time for that. You sidestepping this person, like, freaks them out. They have a flip out. I'm getting they have literally a flip out. The victim with the despondence, like, oh, the Aries caused me all this problem. They're supposed to help me. They're supposed to this. They're supposed to that. They're trying to get in your way. They're freaking out. They don't like that you're making it out. You're making out with what you deserve, and they just don't have a part of it. They want some too. They want it to be theirs too. It's a really weird energy. It's really kind of a very negative energy. Whether for whatever reason, it doesn't mean this person's a bad person. It just means that they're out of balance, and they're out of balance at the very least. I'm getting they're freaking out. When this all happens on your side, I just don't see you worrying about it as much. You got the Emperor with the Page of Cups. You're still okay. You're holding your own. The Emperor holds himself together. It doesn't matter your gender, but this is basically saying, I see that person freaking out, and, you know, that's quite amusing. You know, it's quite amusing, but I don't care. I also feel that energy, like, I don't care. You know, they have issues, and that's their problem. At the same time, you got the Page of Cups, like, you're still good. This person doing that is just, you're not really impressed with it, but you're like, I'm still good. That's their problem. You have gratitude, acceptance, and quest. Acceptance especially is coming in with that Page of Cups, kind of like you're accepting that person for being their own problem. You're happy that you've gotten what you have. You don't need to be bothered by them. So you're just enjoying what you have. I'm getting the Page with the acceptance especially kind of like that's their problem. And that's for somebody else to deal with. I'm just not going to deal with it any more than I have to. I'm not going to give them the power to do so. And you're moving on without them. I just feel like you're accepting them for the problem that they are, and you're having faith. I feel like maybe this is the thing. Just have faith that somebody else is going to deal with it. The less you have to deal with that person, just sidestep them. Let them have their own problems. Let them burn their own bridges, because this person, especially the less you engage with them for some reason, the less you engage with them, the more they burn their own bridges, because they're starting to really aggravate other people, and other people want them removed from the situation. If you engage in it, it's almost like they're able to say, well, see what the Aries is doing? They're kind of twisting it in that sense, but the less you engage, the less they can do that, because you're just moving on and handling what you need to handle. This energy is weird. It's like a jealous, negative energy, and it really gets the more you ignore it, because I feel like for the most part you're ignoring it, the worse it gets. Yet the more it seems to implode and start to deconstruct itself. Like other people are going to deal with it because they just can't stand it. Because literally you're doing nothing to this person, but they're flipping out. They might actually, if this is a work thing, this person might end up finding themselves a new job because they might get fired. Like it might get something like that. They might get that out of control, to where other people are just sick of dealing with them. And they're like, you know what? This is just not productive. You need to go. Is there anything else with this? I think that's it. I think this is good. Like, in the sense of like, it is what it is. This seems like more of an advanced, if I'm going to be that far, advanced Aries energy, because Aries is not afraid of a fight. I just don't know. I don't know of a real somebody who really connects with that energy that's afraid of a fight. But at the same time, the more advanced Aries energy is kind of like, I can, but I'm not going to waste my time. An advanced Aries energy where you're starting to really connect with your own essence, you're not going to waste your time in a fruitless win. You're like, or like something that's really not going to advance anything. You just don't have time for that. I could tell this person off. I could tell them to stuff it. I could get it right in there and fight this fight. But why? It's just taking away from what I really want. Why bother? I'm not going to waste my time with that when I could apply it over here. And that's what I'm feeling. It's kind of like, nope, that person doesn't get my time. They don't get my energy because they're a waste of my energy. Taking my energy, applying it where I want it, where it's going to actually cultivate something for me. I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like this is, so I don't know how that sounds, but I do feel like this is the more advanced energy where you're kind of getting connected with your own feelings and like, you know what? I'm not going to let somebody use my energy against me. Nope. So there we go. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.